Two rookies. 2 seasons. One argument that never ends. Clark and Paige Bueckers, back-to-back #1 picks, back-to-back rookie years, back-to-back storms. Different styles. Different cities. Same weight on their shoulders. Clark lit the match in 2024. Bueckers carried the torch in 2025. And yes, we're counting the whistles, the trips to the line, and the bruises that don't show up on posters. Let's tell it fast. Let's keep it clean. Let's stack them side by side and see how the game bends around each. Clark first. Indiana gave her the keys and the green light. She didn't tiptoe, she punched the gas. 19.2 a night. 8.4 dimes. 5.7 boards. A rookie running time like a vet, 35 minutes a game, no flinch, no break. 90.6 at the stripe, because when she got hit, she cashed the pain into points. That's not hype. That's the ledger. Bueckers next. Dallas called her name at 1. April 14, 2025. The headline wrote itself, UConn legend, new era, fresh paint on a franchise that needed direction. She showed up with a steady pulse, 18.6 points, 5.4 assists, 4.1 boards, almost 35 minutes a night, and a line drill free throw routine that settled at 86%. That's production under headwind. That's organization in a jersey. Clark's offense is a siren. The range is a rumor until it isn't. She steps in from the logo, and the defense has to make a messy decision. Send 2, open the back door, stay home, eat a 32-footer. Her threes are not just shots. They are geometry lessons with a scoreboard attached. Every make is a map redraw. That's why the Fever's half-court looks wider when she breathes. The numbers agree with your eyes. 3.1 made threes a night as a rookie, on volume most guards won't touch. Bueckers answers with calm. She does not need the logo. She needs the nail, the elbow, a sliver of space at 15 feet. Dribble, pause, rise, net. That's not throwback. That's surgical. When a defense sits on her pull-up, she snakes the screen and pocket passes like she invented timing. You can plan for it and still fail. Efficiency is not loud until it kills you, and then it is the only sound left in the arena. Her averages tell you what her film confirms. Volume you can trust, decisions that age well by the fourth quarter. Let's talk passing. Clark's assists come with neon arrows. 8.4 a night as a newcomer is not normal. It's a structural change to how Indiana scores. Some dimes are routine, drive and kick to the corner. Some are crimes, left-hand ropes to a cutter she spotted 2 actions ago. The ball moves because she makes gravity portable. Teammates become better shooters because help is late and feet are heavier. That's an ecosystem shift you can see without a telestrator. Bueckers passes in whispers. 5+ dimes a game that slip into pockets like they were folded there at birth. She manipulates help with eyes, not volume. The ball arrives at the right hip, the right time, the right window. You do not notice the pass until the net moves, and then you realize the pass was the whole point. Trust builds possession by possession. Coaches sleep better when guards like this exist. Turnovers tell the truth about risk. Clark plays cliffside. She will test the edges. She will cough it up and then steal back 2 points with a pass you did not see coming. The math stays in her favor, because the risk lives next to 8 assists and the threat of a 3 that resets your entire scheme. She is a push-the-tempo gambler whose bets pay off more often than they burn down a quarter. Bueckers plays the ridgeline. 2-ish turnovers on starter minutes. She pushes without panic. She probes without driving through the drywall. Coaches call that closeout trust. Teammates feel it in their hands when the ball returns after they set a screen. It's not safe. It's precise. Now the bruise count. Clark's rookie line at the stripe says it plainly. About 4.5 free throw attempts a night, about 2.8 personals she committed, and a 90.6% finish when the whistle sent her there. Fouls drawn are respect earned the hard way. She turned contact into currency. She turned hip checks into 2 clean, quiet points. Bueckers' foul math lands nearby. About 4.2 free throw attempts per game, about 2.4 personals, 86% makes. She picks her moments. She accepts the hit when the scoreboard needs it and ghosts away when it doesn't. That is not caution. That is calculus. Zoom out. The whistle discourse in 2025 got loud. Players wanted consistency. Coaches wanted a standard. Fans wanted a game that rewarded skill over collisions. National outlets wrote it, the commissioner addressed it, and the league promised work. The league will always promise work. The question is how the game changes when the standard tightens, because when calls are on time, stars breathe. When they're late, stars bleed. Clark's rookie arc ended with a hard lesson most rookies don't get to learn that fast. Postseason speed. Indiana made the bracket for the first time in years, ran into a veteran wall named Connecticut, and lost 2 in a row. Even then, Clark flashed 25-9 in Game 2. Proof the moment didn't scare her, it sharpened her. That sweep hurt. The tape helped. She still walked away with the hardware. Rookie of the Year. Official. Unanimity in spirit, if not on the ballot line. Back-to-back for the Fever, after Aaliyah Boston's win in 2023. One franchise, 2 rookie crowns. Culture catching up to talent. Bueckers' rookie arc is a different climb. Dallas didn't hand her a contender. They handed her a compass. She missed a small slice of time, came back furious, and dropped 35 in Phoenix. A scream in box score ink that said the roof is higher than you think. Career highs, rookie nights, historical echoes. You don't do that by accident in your 7th game. And the averages kept humming, 18.6, 5.4, 4.1, 1.8 steals. A drumbeat that doesn't miss a note for weeks. That's how you build a Rookie of the Year case the slow way. Stack steady on top of spectacular and refuse to come down. Clark's menu is rim, line, and outer space. Catch and shoot bombs. Off the bounce step backs. Transition heat checks that suck the air out of a building. She takes threes that make coaches angry until they drop, and then those coaches nod like they believed the whole time. Her gravity doesn't just score, it hires teammates better looks for free. Bueckers' menu is middle third. Elbow. Nail. Floater box. She punishes drop coverage with a rhythm pull-up. She punishes switches with footwork. She punishes gambling hands with a hesitation that makes defenders talk to themselves. You can guard the first read. You will not like the second. Defense now. Clark on defense is event-based. She jumps lanes. She chases, blocks guards who forget the rearview mirror exists, and turns mistakes into runway. She is still learning rotations, still syncing with vets, and still creating plays that tilt a quarter. That is rookie defense at volume. Bueckers is predictive. Her feet are quiet. Her angles are stubborn. Her wrists are quicker than your plans. The steal column climbs because she reads scripts, not just passes. That's film room defense you can't post on Instagram and must live with anyway. Availability is a skill no one celebrates until it vanishes. Clark answered every call in 2024. 40 games, load plus spotlight, and a body learning pro torque in real time. That's heavy minutes as a freshman in a league that doesn't offer training wheels. She wore it like a responsibility, not a burden. Bueckers seasoned through elbows too. Concussion, illness, then a first night back that doubled as a declaration. The bigger story was what happened after. The ability to re-enter rhythm at speed. That speaks to base conditioning, yes, and also to a mind that refuses to lose the thread. Macro impact matters even if it doesn't win a single possession. Clark didn't just boost a box score, she boosted a league's bloodstream, tickets, interest, a playoff berth, then a trophy with her name on it. The numbers that matter most to accountants moved because the numbers that matter most to hoopers showed up every night. Bueckers' macro is quieter. Culture, cadence, composure. Dallas needed a stabilizer in tough minutes. She arrived as a metronome. A team that wobbles still plays cleaner because she exists. That's how rebuilds become blueprints. Let's stack the receipts, clean and quick. Clark's rookie year, 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, 5.7 rebounds, about 4.5 free throws a night, about 2.8 personal fouls, 90 plus at the line, playoffs reached, swept in 2 by the Sun, rookie of the year. If you need one line to summarize it, she changed the geometry of every game she touched. Bueckers to date, 18.6 points, 5.4 assists, 4.1 boards, about 4.2 free throws a night, about 2.4 personals, 86% at the line, a 35-point detonation and a stack of 20-point runs that call their own timeouts. If you need one line, she slows the storm until it breaks her way. Clutch. Clark's clutch is gravity as a weapon. 2 on the ball because you have to, then the skip pass that makes you hate film day. Or the pull-up from a place most scouts mark, do not try this here, and then underline twice. Her mistakes are public. Her answers are too. The arc from May to September was visible to the naked eye. Bueckers' clutch is pulse. Same motion, same balance, same breath count as the first quarter. Games get loud. She gets level. That doesn't trend. It travels. Teams that win in August bookmark it for September. Teammate effect. Quick hits. Clark turns role players into shot value. The corner 3 is cleaner because 2 defenders moved 12 feet to deal with her. Bigs eat because she throws timing, not just touches. Analytics call it gravity. Teammates call it, my best looks all week. Bueckers turns rotations into rhythm. Everyone beside her gets cleaner decisions, cleaner spacing, cleaner trust. The ball leaves and comes back. That sounds small. It isn't. It's a locker room language that wins tie games. And the fouls again, because the bruise report is a scoreboard too. Clark's rookie whistle profile says the truth out loud. She lived in contact and profited from it. 4+ free throws a night is not a fluke. It's a strategy. 2+ personals is the cost of doing business when you're also chasing steals and saving possessions with tactical bumps. You don't fear the hit if you know you're collecting with interest at the other end. Bueckers' whistle profile is control. 4 free throws, 2 fouls, line work that feels pre-written. She doesn't seek pain, she taxes it when it arrives. She holds a lead together with little trips to the stripe and ends quarters with quiet points you remember later, when margin is 1 possession and your heart rate does box jumps. Awards talk. Clark's is finished business. Trophy in the case. Historic totals, records that do not apologize for how fast she set them, and a playoff stamp to season the resume. No one has to like the noise around her to acknowledge the substance beneath it. Bueckers is present tense. The case updates nightly. The averages hold, the efficiency holds. The usage grows more dangerous as the scouting reports try to smother her mid-range and fail. She doesn't need fireworks. She needs 40 minutes and a scoreboard. Those usually agree. If you're asking who was better, you're missing the fun. Ask who bent the league faster in their year. In 2024, it was Clark, because she dragged a team back to the bracket and took a league conversation with her. In 2025, it might be Bueckers because she turned chaos into order and put a franchise on a path it can actually walk. Different storms. Same pressure drop. So what do the numbers not say? They don't say how Clark's threes change the air in a building. They don't say how Bueckers' calm changes the pulse in huddles. They don't say how bodies absorb 12 small collisions and still rise balanced for the free throw that matters. They don't say how a rookie can look at a veteran and nod like, I speak this language too. They don't say it, but you feel it. They also don't say how the whistle war of 2025 colored everything. Players asked for consistency. Coaches demanded it. The commissioner used words like, we hear it, and we're on it. The work will be measured in ankles saved, not press releases liked. Call it tight. Call it fair. Call it the way you wrote it in May when the season was new and the bruises were not yet cumulative. That's how you protect the art. And if you want a picture to end on, pick these. Clark, eyes up, 2 defenders leaning the wrong way because they're afraid of 28 feet. The pass leaves her hand before the cutter knows they're open. Layup. Whistle. 2 and 1. She taps her wrist because time just obeyed her for 10 seconds. The crowd laughs like they forgot to breathe. Then Bueckers, dribble, pause, shoulder, rise, 13 feet, soft as a secret. Next trip, same song, different verse. The big drops. The guard recovers late. The shot meets the moment and neither breaks. Some players chase highlights. Some create inevitabilities. She is the second kind. If you're building teams, you can't lose with either blueprint. If you're drawing up schemes, you respect both kinds of gravity. If you're keeping score at home, you enjoyed 2 rookie seasons that felt like headlines on legs. Clark wrote in neon. Bueckers wrote in ink. Both pages stay in the book. You want the capsule? Here, Clark's 2024 was a supernova with coordinates. Regular season production that led all rookies, a playoff cameo that punctured the nerves, and an award that felt like a conclusion everyone was walking toward for months. Bueckers' 2025 is a methodical takeover in real time. A franchise that needed structure found it at the point of attack. A league that loves fireworks remembered the power of a perfect mid-range. A rookie who missed a week tore the roof off on the way back to remind everyone what the ceiling looks like. Fouls. We counted them. Free throws. We banked them. The game owes nothing to rookies except a rulebook. They both learned how to use it. Clark invited contact and converted it like a business plan. Bueckers rationed contact and punished it when it wouldn't go away. 2 different bargains with the same referees, struck in the same language. Whistle as leverage, not complaint. In the end, the comparison is a mirror pointed at 2 different suns. One burns loud. One burns steady. The league needs both temperatures. The tape will outlast the takes. The trophies will gather dust one day, and the clips will still feel fresh. Elastic distance threes. Knife edge pull-ups. Pocket passes threaded through rush hour. Steals that start sprints. And on the nights when the whistle finally matched the rulebook, you saw what this era can be. Caitlin Clark. Paige Bueckers. 2 rookies. 2 routes. One truth. The W is better when they're on the floor and the game is called the way the game is written. The rest, awards, arguments, algorithms, can wait their turn. The basketball already made its case.